What is up, everyone? It is DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel. Today we have a really good one. We're going to be talking about Djay Algoriddim software. It is an up-and-coming DJ software that I think is going to be taking over a little bit. I think a lot more DJs are going to see that is very useful, and there's a lot of things and options, platforms that you can use this with. So very, very cool. We're going to get all into it today on this DJ Martini Midwest tutorial today. Usually I'm doing reviews, but today I got a tutorial. We're in the classroom setup. We're ready to do a little teaching, get you a little knowledge, talk about this software and give you some ins and outs, ups and downs about it. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. If you've never tuned in with me, just know I love to do reviews and tutorials, and I'm just here to help, just to give you some knowledge, do that research for you so you don't have to. Give it to you as easy as possible, and then leave some links in case you're interested in some of the products that we talk about. So thank you guys so much. You guys are all awesome. I want to continue to grow. My goal is to hit 10,000. If we do that, man, I'm going to do something crazy. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do, but you guys let me know. But we need to hit 10,000, and I just want to say thank you guys again. You guys are awesome. All right, so if this is helpful, give me a like, subscribe. Other than that, let's jump in. Got a lot of information, so hopefully you stay for the whole video. If you don't like me blabbing a little bit of talk here and there, might go off subject, then maybe this isn't the video for you, but if you don't mind it, thank you guys for sticking around. All right, so talking about Djay Algoriddim software. So first of all, really quick, why Djay Algoriddim software? Well, it's very, very cool. It was very easy to use on tablets and iOS and Windows, but for a while it didn't work for Mac, it didn't work for Android for a few years and things like that, and now it's across all platforms. So I think that was kind of what's holding it back, especially with Apple and Mac users. They really wanted to use it, but it wasn't available. So now it's across all platforms, and I think a lot of people, like I said, are going to be able to pick it up. All right, another thing is there's many DJ softwares out there, and once again, a lot of people ask me, what's your favorite software? Well, Virtual DJ is actually my favorite software, but that's because I started out with that first. I started out with Virtual DJ. You can see it in the corner here, and then I dabbled into Tractor a little bit with the DVS to learn how to scratch a little bit, which I'm still learning. And of course I have Rekordbox. Serato, of course, is a great popular one. I do have that, but just not on this laptop. But yeah, those are all great platforms. I also use Dejuiced, but Djay Algoriddim was always on the back burners, and so I did use it, but I used it on my tablets and things like that. I didn't use it on my laptop. So it is available for laptops now, and so I'm definitely dabbling into it. And it's very similar, so it's not like it's anything different. All right, so let's get into going to search for it. It is in the Play Store if you go to the Microsoft Store, but we're just going to go to the interwebs, the internet, and we're going to go to Djay Algoriddim. If you just search Djay Algoriddim or DJ, it should pop up this, and then you need to go to www.algoriddim.com, and this should be the main site right here. And you can see Djay Algoriddim's website. So they do have a homepage, apps page, gear page, and a school, support, and company. Also, all links to their social media. Very, very cool, and they're getting really popular with other DJs now, like professional DJs like DJ Angelo and some others. And so very, very cool. And I think the biggest thing that they just popped out in 2025 was new Apple Music integration. So it's actually working with music, more music platforms that you can get your music from. And so if you have a tablet or an iPad, sorry, and you have LTE on it, or if you do have a tablet from Android and it has LTE, then you can be downloading music anywhere. You can be anywhere and you can be downloading music off the web and DJing live, whatever you want to do. So it's very, very cool. Coolest things that they have is right now is the Crossfader FX, which we're going to talk about, and the Neural Mix, which is basically stems. And for a long time, I think Virtual DJ had it for stems, but they're really equal now. I think they've been working on it a lot to take the gold star for this, and it's pretty good. And I'm going to give you guys a little example of that here later, but Neural Mix is basically stems, but you can do it while it's playing in the mix, and you can make your own instrumentals or vocals. They're also working with Audio Shake to do more with the AI and helping the sound quality and everything. So very, very cool. best in class, like I said, winning a lot of awards right now because it's a great app. It's a really cool DJ app, and it's been around for a while. You can see 2015, so it's been around for a while, and I probably was using it back in 2015 when it was working with Spotify, and that's when I used it a lot because it was on my little iPad Mini, and I could hook that up on a separate side, a separate channel, and I could still DJ if I needed to, but usually I was just using it to pull up music off Spotify on the DJ app. So very cool. Microsoft Store Award, Apple Design Award for this year because they really are working with Apple. So very, very cool. All right, let's go back to the top here and let's go to the DJ apps. Once again, it's working on desktop, mobile, VR, spatial. They're calling spatial. So it works with a lot of formats, and I think that's what's going to make it big right now. Is because it's working with. I haven't messed with the VR part too much. I have it, but I haven't messed with it, and so future video probably. I'll give you a little hint there. The Neural Mix Pro for Mac OS. They're really giving that AI stem preparation, music player, audio edits for producers. So really cool software there that's coming off there, which will be on Mac. So check that out too. Another thing people say is, so the software is cool, but it didn't have any cool gear with it. Well, they are making some gear for it now, Hercules, and they did in the past too with a Reloop and Pioneer as well. They are making hardware for it, but it's still kind of small. They haven't made anything really big, but it is cool that it works across everything. So if you buy this controller, like the DJ Control Mix, once again, I'm doing this purposely to talk about the software because I'm going to be working with some hardware as well here soon. So hint on I might be having this item here soon. But it does work on Mac, PC, iOS, Android, and the MetaQuest. So it's working across all the platforms, which is very, very cool. There's Alpha Theta Pioneer with their DDJ FX2. Once again, I said they were messing with Reloop and more Pioneer, Reloop, Hercules. They have Bluetooth controllers. The DJJ200 is a great little controller too. But so it has worked with some. It does work with Phase too. I have Phase. I just haven't had time to mess with it, but I definitely want to make a video and give you my thoughts on that as well. DJ Control Vinyl. It did not have this for a while. It does now, and so that's really, really big. I would love to test this out. So once again, in the future, hopefully I can get this done. But so many videos I want to make, so that'll time. All right. But you can see that they did open up in the end of 2024 to 2025. Now, they've opened all the availability to some of these controllers, which is a lot of good controllers out there. So you can definitely find something that does work with Djay Algoriddim here. And just remember, too, that you do have to have the full software, so you will have to pay probably the pro amount, either that, we'll talk about that in a second, but you will have to pay to use some of these controllers. But you just have to have the pro install. So, and one other thing, so all these controllers do work, but there might be some issues with them. Maybe the screens don't work, so you won't be able to look at the jog wheel screens, or like on the Mix Pro, the screen is not going to work along with the software on the controller screen. So some things might not work, but for the most part, they're going to be working as a controller. They just haven't been mapped quite correctly yet. Or maybe can't. So let's go ahead and fire up the software so we can talk about it real quick. All right, so I go to my menu here, and it is an app, like I said, so I can just open it here. Now, I purposely did not sign into this so I could show you the difference between Pro and the difference between a non-paid subscription, because you can use this for free, and there's another reason why I'm making this video, because you can use the software for free. So this software can be free, and you can use it. You can use it for a 7-day free trial. And once again, it's $49 a year, which is not bad when you hear that a monthly subscription is $7. So, 7 times 12, that's around $80. So it actually is a better deal to pay the yearly subscription for it. But you do unlock a lot of cool stuff, like the pro features, which we'll talk about, the auto mix, the 1,000+ loops, samples, and FX, pre-queuing for your headphones, MIDI control, which means you're going to be able to use a lot of different controllers, and then you can cancel at any time. So very, very cool. So like I said, purposely I did not sign into this. Now this is not what it's going to quite look like when you first open it up. It'll probably look more like this. There you go. And so it does save your settings on how you use it, whatever. So this is going to be probably the more natural look of what it's going to look like. All right, so right here, these 3 bars is your settings. And so you can go to General, Audio Devices, DVS, Sound, Auto Mix, and you can set up exactly how you want everything to work. Library, Appearance, Advanced, which Advanced has some of your cue point looping, pre-cueing, and the neural mix quality. Also MIDI devices, which is going to have your crossfader cutting, inverted crossfaders, so some of your mixing things, or how you want the controllers to do things. And then another big one that you might want to look into is your library, font size. I have it huge, and things like that. Your range for your BPM. General might have some cool things like the start playback. I don't like that, so I turn that on. When I put a song on there, I don't want it to start playing right away, so I take that off. But another couple options that you might want to look into, and your start time, stop time. Like I want it to start no hesitation, but I don't mind it stopping with a little hesitation, so it makes that sound when you stop it. I'm okay with that. So pretty cool though for a lot of adjustment. So those are the big things in the settings. There you can see you can record your mixes, things like that. This is cue points. You can make your cue points, and notice it brings up a little section there. Your FX does have a lot of FX, guys. Very, very cool. Manual or instant, how you want it to do. And then, like I said, these are all your FX. These are your free ones: Echo, Reverb, Flanger, Phaser, Bit Crush, Gate, and Alarm. But guys, these are all free, and these are the basic ones that you need. So you could totally do some mixing and stuff with this. But look at all the ones you get with the Pro. It's ridiculous. I just keep going. All kinds of them, guys. All kinds. So very, very cool on the Pro stuff that you can get if you pay for the subscription. All right, next is the Neural Mix, which is stems, guys. And so they have, this is tonal and percussion, but you can switch this with the arrow down here and say I want more. So now I have drums, bass, harmonics, and vocals, which is usually the way I have it set up. So, and then you can, do it with a dial here too. But once again, this is Pro subscription that you have, and notice it popped up when I started using that stuff. So you have to have the Pro subscriptions to use the Neural Mix, but it stems basically. All right, and then this is your samples, and I just want to show you over here. So these are the free packs. I already downloaded all the free packs. There's 3 free packs. There's a lot of them here, and they're pretty good. And then you got, of course, essentials, your air horn, things like that. I'm not going to go over all these, but very, very cool. But the cool thing, like I said, if you're getting the Pro subscription for the $7 a month or $49 a year, look at all these, man. You don't have to pay extra. You just pay the subscription, and you will get all these. You can download all these. So very, very cool. A lot of different features in here. And once again, different views. This is going to have your 2 waveforms on the top here, but you can pick how you want that as well. Waveforms will be here and here. So click out of that. Now, you get a 2-deck format for free. If you want to have a 1-deck format, that's the Pro, and that would be if you were like setting up cue points and going through the track, listening to tracks and things like that. You can just listen to one song at a time, and it'll kind of give you a different screen. But that's on the Pro. Auto Mix is also a Pro feature, but it's not saying it here. But to do the Auto Mix, and then the 4-deck is a Pro thing too. So it'll just click back. We'll test out Auto Mix here in a second. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is the library setup down here, and we can go click this button at the bottom. It'll bring up a library view, and so this is the Djay Algoriddim playlist for you want to set up a playlist. Then you have your Apple Music. You get 2 months for free. This is also DJ Music right here, and it's some free music that you can use and play with. I'm not going to play any because I don't want to get copyright, but it does have Tidal. You just have to sign in if you have Tidal, if you have SoundCloud. Beatport, you can use a couple of these tracks and listen to some things for free a little bit. Beatport, Beat Source, and then of course you can if you have a PC or your Mac and you have music on those, you can go into your files and get them. So I just had to hit this plus sign and I found my D drive, which has all my music on this computer, and boom, I went into all my music. It's all nicely in files, and we can get some of that free music that I was talking about. It's YouTube free music. All right, so I can go here, and now we got some free music. Very, very nice. And I'm going to collapse this. So, but once again, it does have a lot of options for you to be using music that is streamable. So very cool. You have Apple and Tidal, SoundCloud, BeatSource, and Beatport. Sorry. Here now, the cool things that I wanted to talk about is I'm going to go ahead and sign in now. I showed you what you guys have for free and not for free. Let's do real quick. I want to show you the auto mix real quick, and you can do that down here as well. Let's go to the auto mix. Okay, so here's that playlist right here. Let's see if it auto mix for me. Start auto mix. No, it's a pro feature. Like I said, it's a pro feature. It doesn't say that up here, but it is a pro feature to use the auto mix. All right. So let's go ahead and sign on now real quick, and I'll be able to show you some more. We can talk about the pro features now because I have signed in. You can see that little side thing, but now we have all the features that we can look at. We have the one deck, and you can see what that looks like. You just have one, and it's good to be able to set cue points. If I were to set like right here, now I can set my cue points up, and you can go through the song and set it up how you want to. It's pretty cool. So. Also, it says you are in preview mode on Beatport, so it'll let you use things free for a limited minute and 30. So it'll let you look at a couple things, but then once again, it's going to ask you to log in or get a subscription. So, all right, guys. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there. So I had to kind of redub this a little bit because I didn't have the volume for the music, and so you guys couldn't hear the music, and so I did have to redub this a little bit. So let's try that. Try this really quick again on the auto mix just so you can get an idea what the auto mix sounds like. So if you go to the top to the menu, we have two decks, and I know it's covered up a little bit with my picture, but it has the auto mix setting. You can also get the auto mix in the bottom here. If I go out of there and you can get auto mix here, and so it'll kind of tell you what's going on the auto mix. But let's go into the auto mix right here. Now, all you have to do is hit this middle button, the auto mix, and it'll start playing the song. Okay, so it's playing, and it's going to auto mix when it gets to the end of the song. So I'm going to go to the end. And you see it just auto mixed for you right there, and it's loading up the next song over here. Now, if you wanted to mix now for some reason, you didn't want to hear this song, then you can go ahead and hit mix now and watch this. Nice. So it does these transitions. The transitions are currently automatic, but you can put them to whatever you want. So that's pretty cool. I really like that feature. I think it is I wish it was free, but yeah, it's a paid with the paid subscription. So pretty cool with the auto mix there. All right, so let's go back into the two deck mix. I just want to give you a quick taste of that and show you the FX transitions. These are very, very cool. So we're going to go ahead and do these now. And so you do have for free, you do have filter, EQ, echo, dissolve, tremolo, lunar, sweep, hydrant, and I have a few of these here. Okay, so then you can pick if you want it to be 2-bar transition or a 4-bar transition. We'll do them a little bit longer, even though they're probably not going to sound as good, but we'll do them a little bit longer just so you guys can get an idea what they sound. And, let's just do an echo, which, a lot of DJs would do to echo out of a song. Let's transition now. Okay, so it did the transition. I didn't really hear a lot of echo, but it did the transition, but it did a lot because it transitioned the song and put it in the right correction, put it in the right tempo BPM is what I'm saying. So let's put a crazy song in here, like the BPM is. Alright, so we're going from 126 to 95, and we're going to do a transition here, the dissolve here. And we're going to go 2 bars on it. Alright, so not bad, not bad. I'm going to stop that so you guys can hear me. So it did a lot there. So it actually took the second song we were mixing in and it sped it up to match, to beat match. And then it transitioned the song, and then it slowed the song back to the original tempo, which was 95 beats per second. So it did a lot there. So the AI was working overtime on that one. And it wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't bad. So it's pretty cool the technology they're putting in with the transition. So I'm going to add a little side video here of more transitions that you get with the FX crossfader with iOS. So if you have an iPad, an iPhone, a Mac, you're going to get a few more of these, which is going to include like a vocal sustain or beat sustain. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but you'll see them kind of me going through them on the side. All right, so you're going to have a vocal sustain, harmonic sustained, drum swap, vocal cut, and drum cut. So those are going to be a little bit extra with iOS devices, Apple, Mac, those types of devices. So very, very cool, but a little extra for you for some reason that they don't have on PC. So, all right, and the next thing I want to show you real quick is the neural mix. Okay, so this is the song that's playing right here, and show some waveforms on it. And we're going to go ahead and press play here. And then we're going to go, and this is so you can, with the neural mix, you can, in the mix, take out like the drums. Let's take out the drums. Take out the bass. And now it's harmonic and vocals only. And it does sound really good in my opinion. That kind of sounds good. There's no vocals playing, so. Okay, everything's off. We're going to put the bass back in and put the drums back in. I think it sounds really, really good. This would be a good. Nice. All right, so we got that. Let me see if I can get a song with some. Here we go. This has some vocals in it, I know. So let's go ahead and hit play. And this has some vocals in it. Speed into this a little bit. And let's just grab those vocals. Actually, I'm going to take those out. Let's grab the vocals here. For you, cry for you, oh, oh. Let me bleed. As I bleed for you, cry for you, oh, oh. Let me bleed. All right, took the vocals out, and I took the harmonics out, and then bass line. Oh, nice. And if I put the harmonics back, take those back out. That's a nice beat, low. Take the bass line out. Put the vocals back in. So you could see how you could really mess with that, and you could really get some really cool tracks out of how good that sounds, how it's isolating. Now, if you wanted more simple, you can, like I said, go just harmonics, vocals, and drums, or you can just go percussion and tonal. So yes, a lot of options with that, but the neural mix I think really kicks butt on DJ Algoriddim. So very, very cool there, guys. All right, so I think that's all I wanted to tell you guys or show you guys today. That was a lot of information. All right, guys, so it wouldn't be me unless I did some pros and cons regarding DJ Algoriddim. Pros for sure. It's a great software. I really am enjoying some of the features with the neural mix. The FX transitions is very, very cool. The way the software is very easy to pick up, very easy to learn, and very quick to use. Also, all the great platforms it has for streaming music directly to it. So if you have LTE, you're ready to go all the time to DJ. Also, you can grab your own library as well. So that is all definitely positives. It is positive that it's a subscription, kinda. We're going to talk about this in my negatives too, but $7 is pretty cheap, and $49 a year is even cheaper. So that's pretty cool. I like that about it, that it's not too expensive, but yet it's a great software and getting better all the time. So definitely pros on all that. Also pros that a lot more controllers, a lot more use is available from it, and you just got to pay that $49 a year to be able to use all the controllers you want with it. So very cool. Most of the time it's plug and play, and like I said, super easy to use, which reminds me of Virtual DJ. So kudos on that. And super portable, guys. You can take it wherever you want. You can use it on your phone. You can use it on a tablet, Android tablet, iPad, laptop, Mac, everything. So it's across a lot of platforms, including VR now, or the MetaQuest, or the Apple Vision Pro. So a lot of things going for it there. All right, couple cons. The subscription again. We'll go to the subscription. I wish that they could have a subscription that you could just pay outright for it. You know, Virtual DJ is like $300. I would easily pay $300 just to have a version of this that I can keep all the time, and I don't have to worry about that subscription. So hopefully that happens in the future. I know it's not super expensive, but I would love that to happen. Also, another con is if, like, we'll take the the FX crossfader. FX, if on Windows I don't have the options for like the vocal sustain or some of those extra ones that I showed you, they should be across all platforms. If they work on one, they should work on the other platform. So hopefully they're working on that. If there's features that this software has and it's only on one, that's not cool for the fans of the other one, you know. So there's a lot of people that use Windows, there's a lot of people that use Mac. But if it has a feature, it should work across all platforms. So hopefully they get that fixed, and they get all the FX fader FXs in there for all the platforms, no matter what they have to do. So also, one more thing, the Neural Mix is very, very cool. I do like it, but they need like some more options to work with the way it, like, you can just turn it on and off. To change their interface a little bit would be good with the Neural Mix. It's usable, it's easy to use, but like I said, I think it could go run a little smoother, I think, on the buttons that you can push and the options that you have there. The auto mix. Let's talk about the auto mix. I wish the auto mix also was available to use for free. Maybe don't add all the transitions or the mix now, but the auto mix should kind of work without the pro version, in my opinion. You should be able to at least do fades and start a playlist and just let that playlist play, but maybe it fades out your songs, you know, in and out. It doesn't have to be special transitions or anything, but just would at least do that. I remember having the app when it first came out, and auto mix was a free feature that you just had with the app. So I think that should be free again. Maybe not have all the bells and whistles that it has, but at least just a regular fade in and fade out on your songs would be great for that app. And so hopefully, you know, that's just a pet peeve and opinion of mine, but maybe that'll happen in the future. So other than that, I don't really have a lot of cons. I think it's growing and getting better all the time, DJ Algoriddim, and I can't wait to use it more. I can't wait to test it with DVS and everything that you can use with this app. It is an app. It's very cool software. Who could this work for? Once again, I think it can work for a beginning DJ or a professional DJ. It's great for if you need a small gig setup, like you just want to use a tablet, you just want to use an iPad, You just need something for outside to hook to a Bluetooth speaker. This software is made for that. It's made to be portable, and it's made to go where you go without having, all this equipment. You just need a Bluetooth speaker and your tablet, and you can be DJing. So it's kind of cool. It does have maybe a few more connections and things you need to do for pre-queuing if you want to use headphones and things like that. But for the most part, it's very portable and very usable. But they do have availability for some of those extra things you want to do with it. So if you need to do pre-queuing with, they have adapters and cables for that, and they have options in the settings for that as well. So once again, it can be adapted to a lot of things is my point, and it's cool that it's across all platforms now. They just need to make it standardize a little bit where it works the same on all platforms. There's no extras for this platform and not for this platform. So other than that, guys, I think that's all I got for you today. Hopefully this has been helpful. Try to make it as easy as possible. Try to pop in as much information as possible. If this was helpful, give me a like or subscribe. Let me know cool features that you like about this software. If you think you might kind of take a look at it, start using it for free, and check out the free features. Can use it free for 7 days, and then after that, you got to pay for the subscription. But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much. It's been DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. Once again, if helpful, give me a like, subscribe, or share, and can't wait to see you on my next video or tutorial, guys. Thank you so much. Catch you guys later.